Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be reviewing the premiere episode of AMC's new series, Halt and Catch Fire. This series is supposed to star Lee Pace, Scott McNair, Mackenzie Davis, Carrie Bache, and Toby Huss. So yeah, the premiere episode premiered last Sunday, I believe, and yeah, before I go any further, I recommend what you do is watch the episode, then come back and then watch this review because I may spoil something for you. So yeah, 10 seconds spoiler warning starting now. Whatever. So yeah, 10 seconds are up. I think I gave you guys a bit longer. I'm not completely sure. Pretty sure I gave you at least 15 seconds. So yeah, if you guys haven't left for whatever reason, um, please don't comment down below or be messaging me that never gave you fair warning because I did. So yeah, Halt and Catch Fire. What did I think of it? As usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the pace. So yeah, the first episode of Halt and Catch Fire is called I.O. and before I forget to, it's called I.O. And yeah, so yeah, as usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the actual rate. So this 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 episode basically is in Texas. Well, yeah, its location is in Texas, and the time period is right around 1980. And basically, you have this Texas company called Cardiff Electronics, kind of going against the kind of, and it's kind of like a subsidiary slash competitor of IBM. It's not really specified exactly what it is. It's given a quick idea of what it is, but not an exact idea of what it is to IBM. Um, Basically, what happens is they get a new employee from New York called Joe Mc, Joe McMillan, and basically he's kind of a con artist. He's kind of a con man, and basically what he wants to do is basically create one of the uh, well, computers at the time were already there, existing. But he wanted to create one of the first more moderate, more faster computers, or something around that. It's not clearly specified either. So he hires one of his fellow co-workers called Gordon, and this student called Cameron Howe, and basically they're trying to make the one of the first computer or like supercomputers or something around that. What happens is that they kind of get in trouble due to some company policies and copyright issues, and towards the end of the episode, they basically have to start answering some questions for IBM and a bunch of attorneys and stuff like that. And that's basically left at a cliffhanger for the next episode, which I believe is called Buds, or something like that. Yeah, Buds. Is it Buds or yeah, Fud? So yeah. Now this TV series has potential. Um, does have potential to have some to go far. In my opinion, this could go one of two ways. It could either end up bombing, or it could go on to actually have some kind of potential. The first episode is kind of does remind me. I mean, I think not only this one episode, but I think the whole season, and if it gets and how depending however long it goes, I think the whole series is gonna have this kind of Mad Men esque atmospheric, and that's what I think of it. It kind of reminds me a bit of Mad Men, which is another AMC show. I haven't really watched too many episodes of Mad Men, but kind of does remind me of that, and I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I am gonna watch it until just I just get bored of it. Um, or yeah, so I could just get bored. But you know, right now it's kind of iffy in my opinion. There are some good things, there are some bad things. The writing it's decent for the most part. I mean, there are some parts where it could be better. In my opinion, the acting for the most part is decent. Again, there are some parts where the acting could be better. Um, the characters aren't. Some of the characters aren't that memorable, but they're mostly the secondary characters that aren't that memorable. I mean, then again, this is only the pilot episode, the first episode, so I mean, again, I can't really judge too quickly how memorable they're gonna be, but I don't really think that most of the secondary characters are gonna have much a significant importance throughout the whole show, in my opinion. So yeah, I mean, again, really, this is one of those things that could go either way. Could it could go either it could be very good like Mad Men, or Breaking Bad, or The Walking Dead, or Sons of Anarchy, which are some of their most popular shows. Maybe Hell on Wheels, or it could go very bad, such as Low Winter Sun and Turn, and maybe even Freak Show, or that or what's that other show called? The one with the arm wrestlers, the one the one that have they've been promoting the one with arm wrestlers. So yeah. Oh, by the way, I did mention Turn just 2 seconds ago, and I do have to um I will discuss something about Turn more towards the end of this video. Um, I also just did mention that Turn isn't a good series. Um, against it's one of those iffy shows that we don't know what's gonna happen to it. So but again, more towards the end of this video. So yeah, I mean, in my opinion, this could go either way. I think it's gonna go more towards the side of that's gonna be more like Mad Men esque, and I think it's set around right around the same period too. Um, I'm not completely sure. So it's gonna be like I think it does have some potential to be great, but they could do something drastic and just turn into another version of Low Winter Sun. I mean, it does have aspects of both of them of two series in my opinion. It reminds me a bit of Mad Men and a bit of Low Winter Sun. And how I feel about that, I really don't know, because like that kind of gives me an iffy vibe. I don't know if it's gonna be completely good like Mad Men, or completely bad like Low Winter Sun. So yeah, I mean that's really the main problem I have with this episode. I mean, I really don't know where it's gonna go. It's kind of iffy right after the first episode. I mean, there is some potential, but there is some things holding it back, such as a bit of lackluster acting and writing, or just something that doesn't really fit or whatever. And it does get a bit boring at times. So I mean, that's really the main problem, that it could go either way, in my opinion. Um, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I'm gonna go safe and just call it a 6 out of 10, because again, I don't know where it's gonna go. I think right there, that's already a good enough grade as it is. I think I'm being generous, giving it a 6 out of 10, mostly because I'm kind of iffy on it. I mean, I want to give it a 5, but I want to be generous enough to give it some kind of potential, so I'm gonna give it a 6. I want to give it a 5, but I do think there is something there, so I am gonna give it a 6. I'm gonna stand by my opinion and give it a 6 out of 10. So I think it's decent. It has potential, but I could see it going either way. That's really my only problem with it. And yeah, that's basically it for this video. Now, I did mention something about Churn. Many people have been, one or two people have been asking me, lately, what's happening with Churn, that I drop it, what's the problem? Problem the problem is that it's school. I'm trying to focus on school. I know I've missed like the last 3 or 4 episodes. And I think the season final is coming out in like this week or in 2 weeks or something like that. So I do need to catch up. What's gonna happen is that I'm gonna rewatch the remaining episodes of Turn. Don't worry. Do expect the whole season review to be ending like in the next two weeks. I want to say, but I think in the next 2 weeks I should have watched all of the Turn episodes and reviewed the season and the remaining episodes. The reason I haven't been watching it lately though is because of school. I had to deal with some stuff during school, and focus. So I kind of had to drop that for a moment to pick this up. But school is almost ending, so expect to see a few more reviews of Turn within the next 1 or 2 weeks. So don't worry about that. yeah, I think that at the moment, from what I've seen so far, as much I think, again, even though it does have potential, I think just going off by how many views it's gotten, I don't think it's gonna get past more than one season in my opinion. Um, I'm talking about Turn, Halt Catch Fire. Again, we're only in episode 1 out of 10, so that one's still kind of iffy. So yeah, I mean that's basically it for this video. So yeah, a quick discussion topic on Turn. How to give a quick channel update on that. I already gave you my thoughts on Halt and Catch Fire. 6 out of 10. I'm gonna stand by. As much as I want to give it a 5, I want to give it some potential. So 6 out of 10. I'm gonna stand by it, no matter what other people say. 6 out of 10 is what I'm gonna give it. And yeah, that's basically it for this video. Remember to subscribe. I will be doing reviews again for Turn sometime in the next 2 weeks. The Turn series playlist should be done by the next 2 weeks. I am going to be reviewing Halt and Catch Fire weekly, more or less, um, thanks to summer. So definitely stay tuned for that. And besides that, I also do other TV show reviews. I also do reviews for comic books and movies. So definitely stay tuned for those. Comment down below your thoughts on Halt and Catch Fire's pilot IO. What did you think of it? What did you think? What did you think of it? Do you think it's more than 6, less than 6? Just 6. What are your thoughts on it? Do you think it has potential? Comment all that down below. Besides that, like this video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.